I think we good, bro.
You know me. We ain't good just yet.
Should I play some music?
Nah, let these motherfuckers listen to me struggle. Yeah, that's right.
Said, nah,
Hard time
let them
over here.
listen to me struggle.
It's been a minute. Hello.
It's been hella minutes.
What y'all doing?
Yo. Yo, man. How you been, bro?
Oh man. I've been cool actually. You know, I can't complain. Shit's been chill.
Shit's been chill.
Shit's been chill.
Shit's been chill and busy.
It's definitely been productive,
Yes.
but casual.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's been like no rush or no 911 or no urgency type. I've just been handling business casually.
I refuse. I refuse to be
like,
rushed.
I'm gonna be honest. After the stock market closed at 1 o'clock, my day get real easy. Like most of my stress is like from like 6:30 to 1:05.
Bro, I think I did a trade one time where I just didn't pay attention that the stock market was closed. And I'm like, why is this shit pending?
See, that's I missed the number.
I missed the number, man.
Damn it! When they won't feel it.
And my ass checking over the weekend, like, yo, I know. I know this shit better not go up. I know that. I know that.
Oh man, it's rough.
I'm on Google looking up stock lawyers. I know this shit better not go up. That's not what I purchased it at.
It's crazy though, cause days be running together. Like it hit. I'm like, yo, it's the weekend.
Yeah.
Like all my days starting to look the same, bro.
Yeah.
Like now I know it's the difference because of the stock market.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a problem within itself, bro. That's a problem within it. Well, it's an experience. I shouldn't say a problem because, you know, you wouldn't want to be involved with it if it was really a problem, right?
I mean, I try not to be involved with problems.
I try not to too, but you know, they seem to find themselves.
Nah, I be ignoring problems.
I try to do that too.
You hear that with your car? It's all right. I know my car.
I got a homie I work with. I got a OG Mexican homie I work with, and he got a saying. He like, it's not right, but it's okay. So we say that about everything. I'm like, man, you see this shit, bro? It's not right, but it's okay. But it's okay.
It's okay. It be like that sometimes. Like,
it really do.
Like, shit.
That's
all
all
you're doing with the government. It's not right.
But it's okay.
But it's okay. Because what can you do?
Nothing.
So it might as well be okay.
Yeah, that's just a good way to. It's a good way to pacify yourself. That's all. How you feel, dog, about everything? I shouldn't say everything. How do you feel about things seeming to slowly resume back to what we think we might remember?
Interesting.
I feel like it's going to take longer than what people are thinking, but seems like certain things are.
Well, the thing is funny because you have two speeds.
Mm-hmm.
You have people that are like moving real fast,
right?
Like pedal to the metal, open back up. Like you seen what happened with the state of Texas.
Yeah,
he's just like, yo, he's like, you know, from like who was that? From Black Panther. I can't think of the name. The villain.
Killmonger. Yeah.
All that mass shit is over with.
Yeah.
We done. So yeah. I mean, like, and then you have California. We like, yeah, you can keep your mask off. You don't have to wear a mask. But if you want to go any business, have a mask.
Yeah.
Be ready.
You too, future.
Yeah, like no, not yet, not yet, buddy.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's a lot of people getting the vaccines.
Yeah, I have an opinion about that, bro. And it's real simple. Do what's best for you.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Because I really feel like when people have the conversation and they ask the question, right? Like, are you getting it? Are you getting? I feel like that's it's like a coping mechanism to this. It's either a coping mechanism or it's a gauge to see if they should get it or not. And it's like you gotta do what's best for you. And the first steps of that is doing your own research.
Facts. A lot of people out here, they
That doesn't mean getting on Instagram and going to your story and taking a poll and saying how many of you took the vaccine. I'm like, oh shit, 98%. Looks like I'm 99. No, you got to read.
It was 7 people.
Hey, real talk though.
7 people, and 6 of them were healthcare workers. So
right,
there's that. Like, because I know a lot of healthcare workers who have.
Oh, okay.
I know some who haven't.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It seems to still be sketchy when you just talk to the general person.
Yeah.
Most are definitely on the fence.
Still got to tap in with Poe because on one of our recent episodes he said he was going to get it. So
right.
Tap in with him.
There's 2 of them. I was just hearing about somebody who recently took the Pfizer, and besides some soreness from the actual area where they got the shot, that seemed to be the only issue.
Okay.
So a lot of people have different immune systems and they're wired differently, so they will have different effects to it or whatever. I know the person broke out in hives. They have a tendency to break out in hives. It's nothing new.
Okay.
So it was like normally you have to sit for about 10 to 15 minutes after you take the shot just to make sure you're good.
Okay.
They had to sit for about 30 minutes to 45. 45 minutes because, they break out in hives and whatnot just to make sure there are no adverse effects or anything of that nature.
Right.
So, like you say, I would do your research. If you have the opportunity to talk to somebody who has had the experience, inquire with them which one they had, because to my knowledge, there's only 2 versions out there.
Yeah.
So, just do your research and, like you said, do what's best for you. If you're a healthcare worker and you're on the fence about it, that also means that your job could possibly be on the line.
Yeah.
You have to weigh these things, your responsibilities or whatever, and it's not about what other people are doing or how anybody might even view you. What works best for you?
Yeah.
In your situation, what you have going on. How do you feel about it after doing the research, and where are you at on it?
Yeah. I mean, I know that probably seems really, really cliche, but that's what people got to think about in this time period, because we always like to gauge our decisions based off with the masses, and that's how we ended up in this position in the first place.
Well, the masses are ignorant.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole thing about it is people take that word ignorant with the negative, they take it a negative way. All it means is that you don't know.
Yeah.
And if you don't know, you can be informed. So if you're ignorant, which the masses usually are, because they go off of what other people have said,
the
or
news,
the influence, and the news never gives you the full story. That gives you what will, engage you, what will trigger you, what will drive emotion, what will,
absolutely
bring you to share it, to talk about it, to increase by word of mouth. So you're not necessarily going to get everything.
Right. Absolutely.
But if you actually take the time to do your research, I mean, we have many computers in our pockets.
Yep. We have so much knowledge at our disposal, like instant knowledge at that. There is no having to drive down the street and put change in a machine just to get a newspaper. Like, you can literally roll over, take your phone off the charger, and look something up. I mean, people are delivering groceries to your door.
There's also 2 libraries in my area, but most people don't read unless it comes through the form of this. I mean, I'll text you some links.
Yeah, there you go.
DM you some messages if that's what it takes. But no, do your research and your due diligence, absolutely, because it's important to know. It is, just to be in the know. Just even if you're not in the position of having to take the vaccine right away, just having the information, being aware, is a great place to be.
It is. It is. It's a great place to be, because you go from asking around, asking so many things, and always being in a position where you don't know, to like, all right, who can I help? or
inform others.
And, you know, you're informing others, or you're just sitting back and you're just looking at how many things are wrong, and it's like, I'm not.
I'm big on observing.
Yeah,
big on observing.
I mean, speaking of observing, it's kind of crazy that, you know, all 2020, every week, this person, this case, left and right. And, you know, you spoke on driving that emotion. This is something that maybe some of our listeners can understand about how media works. The cases haven't stopped happening. Celebrities, people have not stopped getting it.
They stopped reporting it.
They stopped reporting it. So therefore, understand what's happening to your mental and your emotions.
Well, because they're trying to change the narrative. That's exactly the thing about it. See, the news will give you a certain narrative that is in line with what the government, with the country is trying to do.
Absolutely.
So if they're trying to drive fear, they will tell you about all of the cases. If they want you to stay in the house, they will tell you about all of the deaths. They will tell you about how contagious it is and the things that are happening and how things are shut down. And to stay safe, you should stay inside. And we cannot return to normal until everybody gets tested and everybody is inside. And then all of a sudden, when we see how it affects the economy and how many people are losing jobs and companies are shutting down, and now they're starting to affect the 1%'s pockets. Now it's about reopening.
Yeah, we got to get these people back to work.
And, you know,
we got to call Bunny back.
And, you know, all of these things starting to happen. So now there is no more reports of the cases or the deaths. It's about how there is a vaccine. There's 2 vaccines available, and everybody should get not only tested but get the vaccine. And once you get the vaccine, this can happen and that can happen, and you won't have to worry about the 14-day quarantine and whoop. And we're looking to open things back up because people are getting vaccinated now, so you should get vaccinated. You know, it's just it sounds good, but again, driving a narrative that is beneficial to the nation, to the government, to what it is they are trying to make happen.
It's tough.
This will also be our last podcast. No.
Yo. But yeah, I mean, that's basically what it is, man. And that's where you hold the responsibility as an individual to do your research.
Due diligence.
Got to do your due diligence to, you know, and it can be difficult because there's so many people that want to be the main source of information. So they'll give you false information just to get traffic. But
well, the thing about it is you shouldn't be looking at anybody specifically as a source of information so much as articles and reports and things that are closer to the actual, you know, source of things going on. Like, if you're relying on TMZ and the things
for anything
on social media, if the Shade Room is your go-to,
bro,
if World Star is in your top 5 searches, like, you know,
you just named all the highlight channels for Ratchet.
Oh, sorry. I don't follow any of them. That's what's so crazy about it. Like,
that's like, you know, you got Sports Center, ESPN, you got all the shows like First Take. That's all that stuff. Or like if Ratchet,
GTI.
If Ratchet was a sport, you know what I'm saying?
Ratchet TV.
Yeah, Ratchet TV. You'd be
no, Ratchet TV. If that comes to life, I just want my percentage.
Yeah, it's probably already in the works. You know what I'm saying? It probably is. That would be all the highlight. That'd be all the highlight shows right there, man. It'd be all right there. But don't go there for factual data.
With all your favorites.
Yeah, please don't go there. Please. If we got to do a whole Boss Talk episode on why not to do that, please just don't. Please don't do it. We're trying to help you. So
I mean, you know, they could put all of the reality nonsense in one place. It would be like Lifetime.
That would be awesome if they did that.
Now, right?
Yeah, that would be actually awesome.
Because how often do you go to Lifetime?
Never.
Exactly. So you could just skip.
It'll take me a lifetime to get there.
Skip over Ratchet TV. You know what I'm saying? Straight to ESPN.
I've never watched a Lifetime movie. You know when it was doing all the biopics and stuff like that?
Bruh.
That's one of my greatest fears, bro, is like me actually getting to a certain level in like maybe my artistry or something, and then Lifetime picks up my biopic. I'd be upset.
I'd commit suicide.
I'd be done.
Lifetime?
I'd be done, bro. Lifetime doing your movie?
Because all they're known for is like,
if Getting It Wrong had a channel.
like, bro, like, I swear, like, all they used to be known for is like movies and shows about like women getting raped and men just being scum of the earth. I don't know.
And then them making it out on top and the man, perishing, not dying, but perishing, just completely
I never
disintegrating.
got that far. I just knew.
That's just, well, you can tell because, you hear stories and it's like, yeah, that sound like some Lifetime shit that you about to try to do. And that's not how the real world works. Even the show Real World don't work like that. But go ahead.
5 strangers.
Yo, but dude, I've just seen the disrespect. I mean, they did whole memes about it. Lifetime be like, the such and such story, and it's just like, man,
Flex with Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I try not to remember that.
He dark, bro.
There's so many things wrong with that. Dude, he had on some of Jordan's Blazers. See, you making me go there. You making me go there. Everything was wrong, and then it was everything.
How
was
do we
wrong.
get here?
The only Michael Jackson movie we acknowledge is American Dream.
American Dream, what's that?
The Jackson 5 American Dream movie.
Oh,
man.
that one.
Yeah.
What about Moonwalker?
That's a game. I'm talking about the biopic.
No, the movie.
Nah, bro.
Moonwalker. You don't remember?
Michael, I remember that. They made a game out of that. You know that, right?
I know, but it was that good. That's what I'm saying.
Well, what I mean by it is if you tell the story of Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5 American Dream is the only movie that the black culture acknowledges. I watch it every time VH1 plays it because
Joe kicked ass.
Bro, I'm going to tell you like this. All right, that man played Joe Jackson better than Joe Jackson did.
Hey,
all right,
hey, it's one of them. It's like like when you think Ike,
yeah,
you think Lawrence Fishburne.
You don't think of the real Ike.
Nah,
it's like, man,
eat the cake.
Yeah, anime.
Yeah.
Dog. When I look back at like some of those movies, especially like American Dream, I think about how many people got their first start. Like Terrence Howard was in that shit. He was one of the Jacksons. Like I'm like, damn, bro, like. We could really pull up the files and be like, remember this version of you? Don't get brand new on us, Tito. It's crazy. But yeah, that's
Tito.
That's the only movie we acknowledge. But Lifetime, y'all got to get it together.
Acknowledge Moonwalker.
I'm telling you, I'm saying it right now. They do not give rights for Lifetime Moonwalker, to do any. Yo, man, get on eBay and order it. Just order it, bro. Yo, man.
You remember the Fat Twins on the?
Not the Fat Twins. Yo. He going down the whole movie, bro.
That shit was crazy.
Hey, I wonder how much that's worth right now.
I don't know, but it's classic.
Oh, it's definitely a classic.
Oh, shit.
I had the game on computer. Like, when you could remember you could download, you could like hijack stuff off of LimeWire. My friends used to do that.
I did it.
Yeah, I didn't do it.
Yeah, LimeWire.
Just in case they could still track you.
There's a couple other wires.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it was
I had it.
My computer. It was other people's. My parents wouldn't allow that.
I actually feel like looking that up, man. I think I might get it popping with the Moonwalker, bro. I think I'm gonna have to get it. I think I'm gonna have to get it racking.
On so many levels.
I think I'm gonna need that. But I definitely wow. How do we get here?
Exactly. Shout out to everything opening back up. It should be fun. How you feel about it?
This is how I feel about it. I feel like I'm gonna need a clean sweep on the movie theaters. I don't want y'all just opening stuff up and cleaning up for a week. I need y'all cleaning that up for like a month. I do miss going to the movies.
Well, you know what had happened for a while? They were cleaning the movies after every showing, like they should. And then, they closed down. But I mean, because like you think about it, bro. Think about when you go to the movies.
Right.
And let's be honest. You're leaving trash behind. If you're eating popcorn, If you're eating popcorn,
I've never left trash behind at the movies.
If you're eating
I left
popcorn,
my soda and popcorn.
You are
hot dog,
not
nachos.
You are not spitting your kernels into a nice little napkin that you can fold so you can throw away later. Them shit's hitting the back of the seat in the ground. Okay, stop it.
So much detail.
Stop it. I'm just being honest. Like, yo, you ain't never wiped your hands on it. Oh, damn, where's my napkins? Well, here's an extra seat. Like, yo,
bro, went to the bathroom. I need to be quick. That nigga's seat.
Like, but
and he won't sit close next time.
I've seen videos of people doing triple X type stuff in the movie theaters.
Triple X,
right? And I am not talking about
Vin Diesel.
Not at all. Not at all.
I'm not talking about Vin Diesel and Ice Cube, but he say that.
Or Samuel.
He talking about Mr. Nasty Time. Yeah, man, the movie theaters is a very disgusting place.
So with that being said, they should be sanitizing after every showing because there's no knowing what's going on.
Yeah, I agree.
And so it's just it's so crazy how so many things have transitioned to where a lot of places, a lot of companies, a lot of businesses are being a lot more sanitary when you think about it. That should have been in the first place.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like people that are sanitary have turned into extremists, and then people that aren't sanitary are now becoming sanitary.
Like, think about,
and that's the scary part about it. Like
going into Barnes and Nobles, which a lot of you might not do. But you can go in there and read the books, right?
I like the disses after every statement.
Yeah. And then you just put them back, right?
Uh-huh.
You just read a book with your grimy, dirty, germified hands, and then you just put it back. Like, there's nowhere where you put the books that have been read for today so you can get a sanitary wipe down where you put them back on the shelf. No, we're just spreading germs.
So you just go to Barnes and Nobles and be like,
you disgusting, you Neanderthals. Yeah, I'll order my books.
I just see you going in there, bro. Just, do you have any Lysol and a duster? Dirty ass readers in here.
I want to read.
Dirty readers.
Sir, we don't have any porn.
That's not what I'm talking about. And your insolence is showing me that you have no.
And I don't have diabetes.
Yo, the fact that you pulled up on Barnes and Nobles, like, yo, this is the example I'm using. You ever went to Barnes and Nobles, right? Yeah, man. This is the type of people you listening to right now. This is far from ratchet. You know what I'm saying?
Looking down some Barnes and Nobles. I order my books.
That's a different level. That's a different level of bougie and education. You sitting back, most people have car trouble or, trouble in the streets. Can you imagine being in a hood or something like that? Like, yeah, man, homie tried to press me over the money or whatever. You're like, nah, man, nah. You ever been in Barnes and Noble and these dirty ass motherfuckers with their hands just go put the book back? They looking at you like, Barnes and Nobles? Nigga, I don't even read. Yo, the segue. This is what the world is coming to, bruh.
I don't even read.
The germ.
And he said it with his chest.
Yo, wow, bro. Yo, it's wild, man.
My stomach hurt.
But anyways, man, wash your hands when you put the book back.
Nah, wash your hands before you get in there.
Yeah. Because it's people like us that like to read too. All right?
Clean books.
Yeah, clean books. Not that dirty stuff. You say that for the porno section. Them probably be the cleanest books. Bruh. Anyways, that's another take on how we feel about the world opening back up. Books is going crazy right now. Yo. Oh man, you gotta forgive us. We do this from time to time.
Sheesh.
But yeah, man. There's gonna be some transitions for sure.
To say the least.
There's gonna be some transitions.
I need some tissues.
There's gonna be some transitions, man. Oh God. Yeah, man. But there's gonna be some transitions. You gotta know how to move, man. You gotta know what to do.
Yeah.
You gotta know what direction. You gotta know what direction to go, and you can't floor it. I think people are too eager.
We back.
I think people are too eager for the world to open back up. That's my fear. You gotta
understand that though, because we've been on lockdown for. I mean, like, bro, when you think about it, I have a friend who just celebrated a birthday, right?
Mm-hmm.
He celebrated his last birthday during COVID. You understand what I'm saying? So you're looking at about
didn't all of us celebrate our birthdays during COVID?
But what I'm saying is, if things open up, people who celebrate their birthdays in in like some of the
more harsh parts of COVID,
the summer might be popping this year. You see what I'm saying?
In a scary way, yeah.
On the same breath, it's like that's been a year, 12 months.
Hey, you know what? Some of these folks need to think about if you could really do jail time. You need to really think about that. I go to jail like you couldn't even handle quarantine. You might really want to reconsider that, but
I was quarantined.
You already was quarantined before stuff shut down.
I know. I don't like people.
You was the dude that came outside like welcome. Yes, everybody.
I told y'all this is where it's at. Yeah, y'all just start ordering shit.
As soon as you seen quarantine go across your phone, like, oh, the lines is low now. Now I'm gonna go out and do what I got to do. But I mean,
make some moves.
I think that a lot of things is gonna get jumping. I could already see it now. People are already posting their COVID license on social media. That's a trend. Yeah, the little vaccine thing. Like, I got vaccinated. You know how like you have your I voted sticker. Well, they got their vaccinated card.
But you gotta remember, I deleted IG and my FB apps.
That's why I broke it down. Like, when people vote, they do the voted sticker. Well, now they're doing. It's a big ass card too. It looked like when some people go to the little school in the back of the real school and they graduate early. And
the yellow bus.
Well, when niggas graduate earlier than you and they think that they outbeat you your senior year type shit in high school. So your diploma looks like this and their diploma looks like that. Well, that's what they look like. They look like the little slips. And so, when people get vaccinated, they're holding it up like, yay, vaccinated. And I think another reason why people are getting that is because I really think a lot of places are going to start implementing shit. Like, for example, like take Live Nation when they want to start doing concerts. You're going to probably have to have proof that you've been vaccinated to probably go to that concert. So maybe
or a negative COVID test.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And you'll be able to go in there and not have to worry about wearing a mask.
It's like within 48 hours or some shit.
Right. And here's the other thing to that. What I worry about, I think that's a good method, but what I also worry about is this is 2021. Technology is crazy. Who's gonna be the nerd to print fake versions of those for people that don't want to take tests?
Fucking loser. All I know is this, man, with that vaccine shit, no needles. You want me to take it, make a pill.
I actually heard that they working on that.
Oh.
Yo, I actually heard. I don't know how accurate, how true that is, but I actually heard of like the possibly coming out, with a pill.
Like, well, I came in contact with somebody. Everything's fine.
I'm telling you, somebody's gonna get smart.
Watch
be like,
that
y'all
back.
going about it. Y'all going about it all wrong. You got to put it in the weed. That's what's gonna happen. They put it in the tree.
They'll have me.
Johnny, you vaccinated? Every day.
Every day. See, I'm the type of nigga vaccinated when I wake up.
Bro, if I'm watching a YouTube video and a fucking ad pops up with you, a vaccine ad pops up with you smoking, bro, I'm turning everything off, man. I'm turning everything off.
I'm just trying to get paid.
Yeah, I know what it is. Like, first of all, this nigga didn't tell me. Hold on, let me screen record this shit. I can't believe this.
What you mean you ain't got that green 19?
The green 19. This nigga.
It's all go.
This nigga. Are y'all scared of that Coco 19? Get that green 19.
It's all go from there.
Yeah. Yo, that would be crazy, dog. But anything's possible. If anything's possible, anything else is possible. But
They put that shit in Henny. They have them.
dog. They put that in anything that we like.
Henny 19.
See, we coming up with it. We got a lot of stuff to trademark when these mics cut off, man. Got a lot of stuff to get trademarked. But I think I'm excited and I'm nervous at the same time. My short end of my long answer is I'm excited and I'm nervous. I'm nervous because I think people are going to go too hard.
I'm going to keep it a bug. I'm just waiting for things opening up enough for me to find out what I need to get done to leave the country.
I feel you on that.
If I have to get vaccinated to leave the country, so be it. Because I don't think I'm coming back.
Hey, man, be like that, dog.
I don't like hair.
Well, I was about to say something, but I'm going to just keep it to myself.
Nah. This is a safe place.
A lot of people don't like it here.
Care about them.
Like, but you're going to share a plane with...
Well, that's why you fly first class. And you don't have to
Sit in the
share.
very front.
Yeah. So look at them peasants pass you by. I'm lying. I'll be flying business exec.
Yo, I think one of the things that makes me understand that statement though is just like, I mean, look at it, bro. We have a bad habit of saying when the world opens back up, and that's inaccurate. It's when the country opens back up because the rest of the world,
stock.
yeah,
We're the laughing stock.
we are.
And it's not so much like us individually, but as a whole, with us
As a
being
unit.
governing country and those who govern over us,
Right.
and how they operate and the choices they make or the lack thereof.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
reflects on us as a whole.
Right.
Because those other continents, those other countries who operated a certain way and accordingly to when things happen and shut things down
Right.
and, held things tight, they were able to not only curve things, but then open up sooner than others and, re-stimulate their economy and get back to normal and make things happen and operate without masks and not have the scares or the different strains or the outbreaks reoccur. You know what I'm saying?
It's just like I know we have a lot of freedom in our country.
Too much freedom.
Too much at certain times because we feel like, well, I'm an individual. I should be able to do whatever I want. And then we like to contradict that when we hurt ourselves. You know what I'm saying? It's like, sometimes
Bro,
we're big ass kids. We're just big ass kids. You know, you tell a baby to keep doing something, to not do something, and then once they do something to get them hurt, the first thing they want to do is what? Reach their arms up for you to come get them and save them. And it's like other countries, they don't play that shit.
Bro, they don't play that shit, man. So much freedom that when you try to police us so we don't hurt ourselves, we respond, we retaliate,
right?
We act out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, think about how they tried to not shut us down, not lock us down, but keep us from spreading the virus. To have us to operate a certain way, to not have everybody just out and about being exposed. Look at how people responded. Look at the storming of the Capitol.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
storming in the Capitol, people, I'm not wearing a mask. I have a health condition. And you know what? I've never really spoke on that, but like that, I really do believe maybe some people do have health conditions, you know, when it comes to wearing masks and stuff like that. So here's my thing. Fuck everybody else then, right? You know what I'm saying? So you're going to go into a area where there's tons of people. And I guarantee you, wherever most of the time you're in a fucking McDonald's or you're at the store, a convenience store. And so put everybody at risk because you have a condition where you can't or you refuse to wear a mask. Like, it's just little shit like that.
That much freedom that you're that entitled to.
Yeah, you're that entitled.
You're not concerned about everybody else. It's about you and how you feel, regardless of the masses. You put yourself above the masses.
Right. And that part, you know what I'm saying, is like, that's the stuff where I say, like, yeah, it's a little scary for me with things starting to slowly open back up, because I think people are going to go balls deep into everything. You know, it's like, oh, we're going to throw the biggest fucking party. You know, I mean, look at what happened on New Year's, just out here. You know what I'm saying? You know, people going to El Dorado Hills and mansions and shit. And, you know, now they trying to get rid of they trying to petition the governor out because they caught him a while back at an event and shit like that. And it's just like,
I want to say I slept through New Year's.
Most people did. It's just one of those things where it's like,
that's for damn sure.
Well, I mean, to those that did, hey, but it's just going too hard and not really understanding that, hey, it's not over. And I think that's what happens. I think once things are less than the worst, people think it's okay to just go back to normal. That doesn't mean, you know, everything is all good. You know, just because the hurricane like slows down doesn't mean it's gone. And, you know, it's still a storm outside. It's still dangerous.
Right, so I be saying that sometimes, like certain things I be seeing happening or going on. I'm like, so COVID over?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, I've been traveling. I've been making moves, networking. I've been doing things. But I promise you, all the safety precautions, masks, filters, and hand sanitizer,
keeping your distance from people, wipes,
wiping off all my seats and stuff. Bro, I be getting mad. I be having to remind people, 6 feet. I'm like, man, I almost had to go off on some old ladies the other day.
Bro,
they were inkling closer and closer, and I don't know if it was my cologne or I don't know what it was, but y'all, 6 feet, you know what I mean?
And it's like, you guys are older, you know what I'm saying? You guys are at risk.
That was crazy.
And like, I've dealt with that at the post office. Already?
Are you trying to get me?
Yeah. I'm like trying to send stuff out. I'm trying to send orders out.
Hit her with the package. Move.
Bruh. I had to send a message. Like, the person that was in front of me, there was like 15-foot gap in front of me. And then they like got close to me, and then I like had to look at the gap and look at them and look at the gap and look at them, and they were like, oh. And I said, yeah.
COVID, bitch.
Yeah, move.
6 feet.
I'm like, bruh, you about to get hit with, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I told you, with the packages. Special delivery. Yeah, move.
Yeah, out the way. Straight up, man. Flat rate. So if you can't follow the basic rules, I can only imagine when you get a little bit more freedom. But at the same time, it's good for some people, because I know that reading some tragedies like suicide rates going up, especially with kids. And I think that's terrible for a lot of reasons other than just quarantine, but just it's like what's really going on in the mental mind to where it's like, wait, I know you're having less time with your friends, you're having less time in school, but you're having more time with your family, which is time that you really don't get because you're so involved with school and they're so involved with work. So
well, it's not even just that. Like I had a conversation with a family member who was getting ready to have a procedure done, so they had to get a COVID test and then self-quarantine for a certain amount of days before the procedure. And, like you said, like I've been quarantining before this, but like once it really happened, I really went into like quarantine mode. Mm-hmm. And they were like, I see what you were dealing with, what you were going through, because like it actually does take a mental toll on you, like to be inside and, you know what I'm saying, like confined to only being able to do so much and not being able to move outside of or have that freedom, the lack of vitamin D, the lack of interaction, the lack of, you know what I'm saying, there's it's like being in jail, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of people do not have the mental makeup to be away from so many things or not being able to interact freely. You know what I'm saying? And so it's difficult.
It's those little things that we take for granted every day.
I mean, like, I go to school, I read, I do a lot of different things in the house to keep me occupied as far as a mental.
Right.
But a lot of people don't have that. They don't have the discipline. They don't have, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's not easy. It ain't like I just get up and just like, not really. Yeah. Some days
like, yo, I'm over it. Like,
yeah, some days it's because it becomes monotonous. It's in the same thing over and over. You know what I'm saying? Even when you seem like you're switching it up, but even in the course of the day, I've done this, I've done that, I've done that, I've done this, and then it kind of be like, now what? Like I said earlier, I said after like 1 o'clock, my day slows down because I'm up at 6, and then at that time we're talking about stretching, reading, stocks, my vitamins, my breakfast shake, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Homework for school.
Yeah.
A lot happens. So by 12 o'clock, I'm only paying attention to the stock market.
Yeah.
The stock market closes out at 1 out here. And then now what?
Yeah, what do I do? Because I can't do whatever I want to do. I can only do what I can.
And it's crazy because a lot of things that I could do, I don't even want to do. I've been doing it for so long. Like I just said, 12 months. And that was the 12 months from March to March. Mm-hmm. Sheesh.
A long 12 months.
That's actually the same 12 months that everybody had to deal with, because the bulk of it, the extent, everything came in March.
Yeah. And even like, looking back on it, like, going to the store was a treat.
I used to beat their ass in Target.
Yeah.
You seen me. Walmart, Safeway, over there on the no, I'm just
for real. You like, yo, I'm finna get dipped.
I undressed some shit. That was me.
Get dipped just to go in there and get
kicks and sneakers, cutting so woo wop. Yeah, that was me.
It was a treat, man. It was a trip. It was like, yo, I mean, because you got to remember, there was a certain point where the mall was just no mall. Just you can only go to places that had essential shit.
The mall was nothing more than a building.
Yeah, it was like, remember that place? It was like Disneyland, kid.
I used to shun the mall. I would love to go now.
Yeah, and I look at that, and then that got discouraging because since those were the only places people can go, it was, the lines looked like a theme park. It was like, you know what?
Facts.
I'm just gonna go the last hour or 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Where it's a little dead, and hopefully the line isn't that bad. So it just, like, even just the thought of that, it just got overwhelming. And then when you think about all of that, and you think about the toilet paper scandals, and
I'm still stocked up, just in case.
Dog, I know people that stocked up on I know a few people that stocked up on food.
I'm one person. I got 12 rolls. I'm stocked up.
In toilet paper. Dog, I got a question for all y'all that did this. The folks that stocked up on like hella food and toilet paper. Like,
y'all still eating and shit?
Y'all still eating that shit?
Y'all still eating and shitting, huh?
Like,
Still pulling stuff out the deep freezer? You still got tissue from 6 months ago? Is that
like,
your flex?
Are y'all? Can you make steak in like 10 different ways at this point? You know what I'm saying?
I could saute it. I could fry it. I could barbecue it. I could grill it.
Jerky.
I could broil it. I could jerk it.
Yo, man, we back to the book section, huh? Yo.
I could cheese steak it. Like,
bruh.
What you want? What?
Yo, right now I'm trying to bring it back to life.
Chicken fry.
Yo,
the Bubba Gump.
I'm just curious. I'm just curious, like, what y'all do? Like,
steak salad.
Like, did y'all start your own deli? Like, what's going on? Talk to me.
Yeah, all the cold cuts.
Yeah, because I'm just saying, bro. I know them hot dogs is getting old by now.
No. You freeze them,
bruh. It's been a year.
Yeah, well, I mean,
you can do
when they thaw out.
Them hot dogs probably look like they got tattoos by now, man. Like, there's only certain things you can only freeze for so long.
I don't eat hot dogs.
I'm just saying. I'm curious. You know, so for y'all that went crazy on the toilet paper and the food, man, I would love to know if you still got it, what you do with it. Just call Jelani 916. No, I'm just pulling.
Yeah, run that line up
if you want to.
So when you said 916, I was like, that ain't me. Yeah,
hey, bro,
483 2112.
That's fucked up because that's probably somebody's number, bro.
Yeah, nigga, right now, you're 483. Yeah, I'm gonna hit this nigga. Yeah, do that, bro. Tap in,
bro. Somebody gonna be hot.
2112. Don't
Somebody gonna be hot. This isn't the fucking Notion podcast. I don't keep calling my phone.
Who's J Rock?
I'm a dentist, for crying out loud. This isn't funny anymore. No, it's Patrick from work, fucking asshole. But yeah, I don't know. I try to be more optimistic than pessimistic about what's to come.
I'm a realist. This shit finna be crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be, because the whole thing about it is this. As things slowly open back up, you see more and more people out. Because I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, bro. I really only leave the house for about 3 things.
Mm-hmm.
Food, weed, business. Not in that order, though. It's usually like business, food, and weed.
Okay.
Well, because I gotta do business to have money for the food and weed. But anyways, that's usually how it goes. Those 3 things. You feel me? Like, interaction. No, I don't like people. I'm not out trying to like.
I know a few people like that.
Yeah, so I don't. But when I go out, like, bro, I went out Saturday because I had to pick up an order and I had a meeting. And there was so many people out. Not this Saturday, last weekend. It was so many people out, and like, it's like people can't drive because they ain't been on the road in so long. Like, it's
that is the thing. Like, people like are losing like daily skills.
It was frustrating to me, and I just did not want to be out and about. And it was like almost 2 accidents in a parking lot by Starbucks, and I was just like, yo, you guys don't need coffee.
Was it
already jittery? Just
now, was it? Because I get tickled by a certain type of like almost accident sound. You have the accident sound where you just hear a whole bunch of horns because somebody got bapped, and then there's a screeching tire almost accident sound, and then the horns.
I be frustrated because like when the screeching tires come, I be waiting for that pop, and I never get the pop.
Yeah, I never get that one.
It's just fuck you. Like, oh, I guess they averted that.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is when you hear the bap, everybody's nervous, so they don't have that energy. It's like, I gotta see whose fault it is. You know what I'm saying? But when you
Did
make
you see what happened? Yeah, that motherfucker came out of. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, nigga, watch where you going. I need your insurance. Like, oh, they hide now.
Yo, it's crazy.
It's like, yo, Ty was many.
Yo, bro, it's something about when I hear the screech and the horn, bro. I always laugh. Like, I could be at home, and if I hear that shit down the street, I'm getting weak.
Yo, if I hear the screech, I tune in. I'm like, hey! Nobody crashed. Back to my book. Right.
I'm tired of these skilled drivers.
It's definitely going to be crazy because everybody's been locked up. Everybody's been inside. Everybody wants to get out. Everybody wants to have freedom. Everybody wants to venture. And not only that, you got to think about the fact that while there has been, you know, a lot of unemployment, mass layoffs, businesses closing down, and issue with finances, a lot of individuals kind of have some disposable income because there are so many individuals that are still working that they don't spend money on the things that they normally would do because they're not able to. So they have a couple extra dollars, and then
no clubbing, no happy hour, no buying stuff to go out,
and then you have the stimulus coming, right? And then on top of that, it's also tax season, correct? So you have this influx of money coming in or on standby one way or another, right? People want to get out. People want to have fun. People want to enjoy themselves. They miss so many things. Like you said, you missed the movies. Think about when you fucking going to the theaters, nigga. I can order it on Amazon, HBO, Netflix. Remember all the streaming services you used to brag about? Now you whoop somebody's ass to sit in the theater. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different now because you have had time to appreciate the things that you took for granted. So now everybody is looking to get freedom, enjoy it. Go here, venture there, take a flight, take in a movie, you know, take a drive. So everybody's going to be out.
Very true.
The only thing you can hope is that everybody practices safety precautions. Everybody keeps hand sanitizer. Everybody keeps a mask with them if things seem like they're starting to get too cluttered. Because, like, honestly, think about it. If you keep hand sanitizer, if you continue to wash your hands and you kind of maintain a certain distance regardless of where you're at and what you're going on, and if you feel like things are getting too crowded, you're like, you know what? Mask on for a little while. Just because of that might help to prevent things from might prevent you from, but nobody's gonna be ready to just mask back up because everybody's so ready to come out of the mask.
Yeah.
Bro, there's been times where I'm in my mask and I'm like, oh yeah, I can't come out of it yet, but I'm so ready to, nigga, what?
As soon as I walk out of the store, I'm just
Future Junior.
Face.
Mask off.
Bruh.
Nigga. What?
Off, bro.
So, you know, it's just understanding how people are feeling and why they will be out, but also fearful of why they shouldn't be out in the masses to that extent because we're not out of the frying pan just
we're not there yet. We're not. And so, it's just, you know, I feel like, I do agree, man. I feel like everything, anything you can think of, if it's any type of event, and that's,
bro, and that's
the good and the bad, because it's like, yo, if you want to make a quick come up, throw an event this summer, you know what I'm saying?
And it's so frustrating because, you know, part of what I do, I have to be at the events. I have to network. I have to travel,
and it's gonna be crazy,
bro. I've already seen a couple different events, and I'm like, oh, I would love to travel and get to that, but it's like I don't want to be too anxious because
it's gonna be crazy.
On the same breath, I kind of need to be at a lot of these places to network and make moves. So I have to
get a motorcycle helmet.
The option. Oh, that's genius. I have to get some leather. Yeah, kicks and Snickers leather. Oh my god.
Nigga finna show up like Iron Man.
Yeah, I'm beat y'all ass. Chaps.
Yo.
It's gonna be crazy, man. So yeah, definitely have to just taking the necessary precautions. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna continue to be masked up. I have hand sanitizer like in literally every bag that I travel with. Every bag. I have hand wipes, facial wipes. I have wipes to wipe down seats and all this shit. Like, when I go out places and I'm doing stuff, they look at me like I'm a germaphobe, because I am. But also with everything going on, I have to take the extra precautions because I don't know how the person before me operated or carried themselves and what traces could be left behind. Right? So, taking the necessary precautions, I try to stay on top of it, and I suggest everybody do the same. And if
they should be thanking you that you're doing all that every time you go somewhere, man, because at least you're one person that they don't have to worry about. You know what I'm saying?
Not contact tracing, and it's funny because, you know, riding with different airlines, some of them pass out sanitizing wipes. some of them don't. And so it's just like, oh, we sanitize before every flight. And I'm like, yeah, me too. No, get all of this. Seatbelts. I'm sitting by myself, all the seatbelts.
Yep.
I like to take up all the seats.
Yo, how is that? Like, you know, the times where you've had to travel, I've been meaning to ask you that. I'm glad that, you know, we're doing the episode, you know, so you can kind of explain that. Has there been more times where you're sitting with people on flights or more times where you're sitting by yourself? Because I know when things first popped off, they was only letting people sit like in a row by themselves. And it seemed like it turned into full flights now.
It depends on timing and location, but I have had some full flights.
That is crazy to me, man.
It's extremely crazy. And if I didn't have a schedule to keep and certain things going on where I had to be certain places at certain time to make things happen, I would have rescheduled. Oh, I would have rescheduled. I would have loved to reschedule, because when they say full, they mean every seat, bro. And the thing about it is, like, there have been issues before flights, boarding, and things like that, where having to check people about wearing their masks, because everybody is not wearing their mask over their nose. They're just wearing it over their mouth.
Oh, you got to wear it over your nose and your mouth, man.
And so, you know, there's been issues with that. And it's like, when I travel, like I said, I have a protective head cover that I can use for the hair rest. You feel me? I have facial wipes. I have hand sanitizing wipes. I have hand sanitizer. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have. And like I said, every bag that I have, that backpack, my shoe bag, my luggage, my mini traveling, everything has hand sanitizer. And I make sure, like, so I'm cautious of that to the T.
Right.
And it seems like some other people are, but majority isn't. Majority is just traveling, bro.
That's nuts.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was in the airport and I look up and there's some dude with no mask on, and somebody like, hey, and it was somebody who worked at the airport, like, hey, do you have a mask? He looked at him with disgust, like, no. He was like, you need a mask to be in here. And he gave him a mask, and like, dude just held the mask for him. Man, I want to smack him, like, nigga, put your mask on. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you're operating out of ignorance right now. Like, either you don't know any better or you don't know the effects of what can happen. Either way, it's all bad.
Motherfucker, you're in the airport. You know you're supposed to have a fucking mask on.
Man.
Here's my thing. Because, and that's what irritates me about the whole entitlement that we talked about earlier. A place like an airport, you know all the fucking rules in an airport. If you didn't know the rules in the airport, 9/11 made you know all the rules in an airport.
There's no way you even made it to this point, because we were at the gates. There's no way you made it to the gate without a mask, bro. So where's your mask?
Exactly.
You threw it away? Like, where's your mask?
Right.
Why are you being stupid?
Right.
Why are you being stupid?
Yeah.
And it's, I'm in good health. All right, well, what about everybody else?
Yeah.
Again,
it's not about you.
The entitlement, the selfishness.
Right.
Come on now. And that's the thing about it. Like, yeah, I'm in great health. But it's not just about me. I encounter family members. I'm around other people. I don't want to be part of no contact tracing. I don't want to infect anybody. I don't want any issues for myself, or anybody around me, or anybody I might come in contact with, or anybody I might pass on my cross. Like, that's just...
Yeah. And it's the thing is, when people, you know, they don't want to wear a mask, it's like, what you got to understand is, yeah, you might be asymptomatic. You might. Which means you could have the virus and give it to somebody else, and you're okay, and that person is threatening their life. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to be stupid.
God forbid you give it to a family member, and that family member passes, and you're kind of like held, not accountable, but they contact trace it back to you. And now what? Yeah, that was a moment of silence, because they're dead, and it's your fault.
Right. Exactly.
So, you know.
Exactly.
Think.
You really got to think about that shit,
man. That's all we're saying. And if more people could do that, you know what I'm saying? If more people were doing that, we might have been free longer. Like, you know what I'm saying? We might have actually had things open up earlier than where we're at right now.
We could have been straight probably January. You know what I'm saying? If things had went right. But I'm gonna be honest.
Man, between Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, bro, and that was the thing. You had 3 holidays that were probably the 3 of the biggest holidays when you're talking about interaction, family,
people, and yeah. Yeah, for sure.
At a time where we weren't having any, bro. You talking about 6-7 months into this where people are starting to lose it.
Right.
And then all the holidays start popping off, and it's just like, you know what? All right, I can't take it no more. We're gonna do something.
Yeah, we're gonna do some shit. Gotta get going some way.
So,
but
yeah, man, be smart, please.
Yeah, please be smart. And like I said, I it's gonna be good. There's gonna be some bad. I think this year we'll be at a 60% of where we could see how the world used to be. I kind of threw those numbers at the wife, and I said next year we'll probably be at maybe 80%. Maybe 2023 we might be maybe at 100%. Where I think masks are here permanent. And the reason why I say they're here permanent is because I feel like I think some people are gonna have that trauma and that PTSD where it's like, you know what, flu season, sick season, whatever, I'm always just gonna have a mask on me just in case.
You should say that, because if you think back to pre-COVID, out there in China, they were wearing masks. Not everybody, but a lot of people were wearing masks. Just in general, thinking because of the mass population and the disease and the air pollution and a lot of things like that. So they were already wearing masks beforehand.
We were wearing masks temporarily with the fucking fires.
Oh, imagine that.
But we didn't put a mask on when there was a big ass outbreak
because the way
because nobody told us to.
Nah, it was. You could see the smoke. You couldn't see COVID. So with the ignorance of people, there's that. But anyways,
that part.
So, pre-COVID, they were wearing masks already. So, but I honestly think masks should be here to stay. There is something, it was like an article or something. The book that I shared with you, there was something a little further back, a passage I want to show you, but it actually spoke about a cough and, how it spreads or whatever. And it showed kind of like, I can't think of the specific term, but with the picture, it showed like a cough and how it spread, like the actual like germs and everything. And it showed. So when you think about a cough, a sneeze, things like that, and how the germ could spread, become airborne, and with COVID and everything, it would make sense to have masks more normal than not, because it would help to prevent things. Like, think about it. Motherfuckers be out here sick and they'll cough into their hands, or they might be smart enough to cough into their shoulder. Yet and still, that's still germs. That's still gonna be, like, all right, yeah. How much of that caught your arm, and how much of that just is out in the air now? Right. As opposed to if you have a mask on, then it's self-contained. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Just something as simple as that. And so having a mask could definitely be preventive. Like, I got new masks and they have a slot for filters, and I replace the filters ever so often. And so it just...
Yeah, that's how I'm keeping mine, regardless of what's happening, because it's just good to have that. Vaccinated or not, I think you should still have a mask, because it's just, people are disgusting, man.
I don't want none of y'all germs.
Yeah, people are disgusting, bro. But we'll see, man. We'll see actually what happens. We'll see how accurate, our hypotheses are on certain things. For our listeners, man, we just want you to be safe. Do what's best for you, whether you want to get vaccinated or not. As things start opening back up, make sure you be safe as possible. Make sure you chill out at Barnes and Noble, man. Make sure you wipe your hands down, wipe those books down. Don't worry about the porno section. We know that's the cleanest section in there for obvious reasons.
They already wax on, wax off. Oh, no pun intended. Damn it. Yeah, we're signing off, man.
But anyways, man, you've been tuning into The Notion. We're glad to be back. We had to take a little break, but I'm your host, Dizzy D Spill, here with my brother, my co-host,
Lonnie Evans,
and tune in to the next episode. Peace.